Hot take here, buying a business is right for everyone. And I know that the expected sentiment is like, oh, it's not the right fit for everybody. But I really feel like it is, especially when you consider the 4 different hats that you can wear when you're purchasing a business. I am certain that anyone with any interest in business and a desire to create wealth can find a way to make this work. So today we are diving into the 4 hats in business acquisition, and hopefully you are going to find where you fit the best. Welcome back to Amy Exits, where we talk all things buying and selling businesses. And today we are covering the 4 different roles that you can play when you are purchasing a business. Whether you are an investor, a seasoned entrepreneur, or just stepping into this world of business ownership for the first time, understanding these roles can dramatically change your approach and ultimately affect your success. So let's dive in and uncover these 4 different hats that you can wear in the business buying process. And I really want you to be thinking through each one. Which one would be the right fit for me? What I really want to ask for from you right now is an open mind. So think of it like you saying, I never want to work in a tech company because I don't want to write code. Well, guess what? They have marketing. They have human resources. They have people in finance. There's so many different roles that you can play within that company. Business ownership doesn't just look like I'm buying a business and I'm working in it. There's a lot of different options. So do yourself that favor right now and commit to being open-minded. In fact, go ahead and put it in the comments below. The first role that you can play, or the first hat that you can wear in business ownership, is being the finance partner. So when you are the finance partner, this role is basically fueling the funds that the venture needs. And let's talk about what that really entails, and maybe also some red flags that you should watch out for. So this is a great option for somebody who has been saving or you've been investing, but where you have your money right now is not necessarily providing you really exciting returns, and you want to be able to do more with the money that you have. You're providing the capital to make the acquisition happen. You don't have to have day-to-day involvement, and you don't have to continue to put money into the business. Sometimes all it takes is as little as 10% of the total value of the company in order to purchase a business, and that can be the end of your involvement. Your expectations in this are going to be dependent a little bit on the deal. It can range from, this is just an investment that you put in and then you have no oversight, you have no responsibility, you have no voice, you have no voting rights. That's one end of the spectrum. On the other end of the spectrum, you might be coming in with an understanding that you're going to bring in the first round of funding, and then when they get to a certain point, maybe you're going to help by introducing them to other people who could come in as an investor. You might be asked to sit on a board of advisors. So many different opportunities within there. And so if you're someone who's like, I would want to, if I'm putting my money in, I'd want to at least be aware of what's going on in the day-to-day, and I'd want to be able to have a say, then you need to be looking for a deal that wants your involvement. A lot of people, to be quite honest, they don't actually want your involvement. I would not want a finance partner who's not involved with running the company to actually have a say in the decisions that we make. And so I'm looking for people who just want a better return on the money, and they want to be fairly hands-off. But everyone's different, and knowing what your options are is going to help you figure out where you fit in there. Your rewards for taking on this role could be either equity or interest, or maybe some of both. And you are going to have passive income. Equity would mean that you put in the money up front and then you own a percentage of the company and you get a percentage of the profits. Interest would mean that really you're just giving them a loan and they are going to pay you back every single month, and they're going to pay you principal plus interest. Sometimes you can negotiate where you get a little bit of both, and now you have 2 different sources for where that revenue can come from. The risk here is that if the business doesn't go well, that you could lose the money that you put in. You definitely want to see the financials, you definitely want to see the business plan, and you definitely want to see like a 36-month pro forma so that you feel really confident that this is a good investment. You also definitely want to believe in, like truly believe in, whoever it is that's going to be running the day-to-day of the business. So imagine being that like person who made it all happen, but you never have to lift a finger in the business. That's kind of the power of being a finance partner. The second role you might fill would be the industry expert. This is somebody who knows the industry, they know the ins and outs, they know how it's supposed to be run. I'm currently looking for some industry experts to partner with right now because we found some really great deals, but I don't know enough about that industry in order to feel like I could jump in and be effective. So the role in this is you're offering strategic guidance based on industry knowledge. The expectation is to make sure that we're doing the job right. Show us the blind spots. Be the guy or the gal to answer any questions regarding anything about the service or the product or the industry. The reward for this is that you're really helping to shape the business success, you're leveraging your expertise, and you're going to be receiving a percentage of equity for your role. Now, this role right here oftentimes gets connected with the next role that we're going to talk about, but not always. When we purchased our 5 Crumble locations, we had an industry partner because you have to apply with the franchise. And the franchise wanted to sell that business to somebody who was already experienced with Crumble. So we brought in somebody who already owned 13 Crumbles and put them in the deal. They got a percentage of equity, and they are our advisor to teach us all the things that we don't know about that industry, but they're not actually working in the day-to-day. There's not a lot of risks for this person because you weren't actually putting money in. So you don't really have a lot to lose. But your insights can really be the difference between smooth sailing or like rough seas. The third hat that you can wear is the operating partner. And the operating partner is really where the rubber hits the road. So this is the person who's going to be working in the day-to-day. And if that's you, this is definitely the role for you. You are going to have direct involvement in the business management and in business growth. The expectations are that you're going to be the leader, that you are going to create operational excellence, that you're going to be really creating growth. The reward for you is that you get to have a salary plus you have profit share. It is fairly common that the owner-operator is also the industry expert, but it doesn't have to be that way. The risk in this is that if the business goes under, you're the one who no longer has a job, right? So your personal income is at risk, but you didn't really put money in up front, so you're not losing money, you're risking the potential of your day-to-day income. And also, you probably have the most stressful job because you're the one who really controls the results that we deliver for everybody else. So we can put that in the risk column as well. But the great part really is that you get to be the business owner. You're the one who shows up day to day. And oftentimes you have a higher ownership percentage than even the finance partner. You definitely would be having a higher, at least in any deal I'm putting together, you would definitely have a higher percentage of ownership than the industry expert. And so this can be a really lucrative opportunity. The last hat that you could wear is the deal finder. So this would be somebody who doesn't have money, also doesn't have time or interest in running a business. And you might think, well, how could I even get into this game? Right here, be the deal finder. In this, you are identifying and securing business acquisition opportunities. You're basically doing the searching to find the deals, and then you're connecting the deals with the people who might want to buy them, and you're helping bring the right people to the table. I actually love doing this. It's super fun. In this, you are networking, you're helping with the negotiation process, you're looking at the financials. This is kind of like somebody who finds real estate deals for other people to do, but they don't actually put money in. That's exactly what you're doing here. You don't have to be a broker. You don't have to have a broker's license to make introductions to people. And you're not the one that's actually going through due diligence and all of the financials and all of that. You're simply just bringing the right people to the table to have a conversation. And as a result, you can either get paid or you can get a percentage of equity. The payout would be like a one-time flat fee that they pay you for putting the deal together. The equity percentage would be that you maintain ownership in that company over the long haul. And this one is really fun and it's really rewarding, and it is a great first stepping point if you're serious about doing this. Are there things you need to learn? Absolutely there are. But are they learnable? Yes. I personally think everybody should put on this hat and wear it regularly, because the reality is, if you are searching for deals, you are going to come across deals that are not the right fit for you. And when that happens, you can just let it go, or you can actually pass it to somebody else and earn money by sending them a deal. I love sending other people deals because all it is me looking for my own deals, recognizing, oh, actually, this isn't the right fit for me, and then giving it to somebody who would love it. And if you're just getting started, this could be a launching pad into one of the other roles because you can make a lot of money. I know people who are paying 2% to the person who finds the deal. And if you're closing a $2 million deal, 2% is nothing to scoff at. So you taking that money and then saving that, you could then become the finance partner. Or you could put together a deal where you run all of these hats at the same time. This is not a one hat only process. You can wear all four, you can wear 3 of the 4, you can wear 1 of the 4. It's really up to you. And my goal with this is that you'll look at this and say, I could see myself in this spot. Because again, I truly do believe that this is the single best wealth building strategy available to us in 2024. And I just want you to look at this opportunity and have this be a moment where you look back in years to come and say, that was the thing that set me on the path towards financial freedom. Instead of looking back and saying, what a great opportunity it was, I wish I had taken advantage. You committed to having an open mind and you're here with me until the end. So that tells me that one of these 4 is resonating with you. We teach about these 4 different roles in our 3-day Acquire workshop, where we go through the entire process of how to buy a business. I promise you, it will be the single best investment you make, second only to when you actually buy your first business. So I'm gonna put the link below. I'm also gonna put in a discount code for all of our YouTube subscribers, and you are welcome to come and join me and my business partner for 3 days as we walk you through the world of business acquisition. I cannot wait to see you there. For more great content, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. And now that you have learned about the 4 different hats, you really need to get the full process of business acquisition. So I want you to go check out the A to Z of business acquisition. I will see you over there. In the meantime, keep growing, keep building, and I can't wait for you to have your 8-figure exit.